Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another Real Divine Abundance reading. So I didn't realize I haven't been doing these readings in months. And it was only because I just posted the weekly for January 9th that there was so much about our abundance and so much about manifesting your hopes, wishes, dreams into reality, and that you have love, support, backing. And there was so much that you're doing on your own, but your strength is your foundation for success, and to not give up, and things are going to be working out in your favor, and to have more peace, less fear, doubts, anxiety. Even we posted a spirit message tip about having less anxiety because there's a more enriching future coming. So with all of that, I was excited to go back and do another Real Divine Abundance reading that I used to be doing monthly. But I only do it when I'm guided, when I feel there were some months there where it wasn't the focus. But because there was so much about hopes, wishes, dreams, and these are not pie in the sky. This is realistic goals. This is realistic dreams. This is realistic hopes, wishes, dreams that you have real love, support, backing. It's a recurring message for stability, security, more abundance. So this is a tree. And so I just wanted to focus. You're not going to see this when I start the reading, but I wanted to zone in on this to feel very abundant, like your growth, your expansion, going for new things, to move forward with confidence. Each day they kept on saying, think of yourself as Michelangelo. Say you're doing a little work over here tomorrow, a little work over here next week, a little work over here. What are we growing? What are we creating? We're carving out and we're shaping 2023. So they were talking about that love, support, backing way beyond the week, way beyond the month, but you could feel like you are reignited in this way, or to even think this way more positively about your future and move forward more confidently. We are with you is a recurring message. So this is going to be the Real Divine Abundance reading for the month of January. I'm putting this money tree back here, but see, you can't see it. So I wanted to show you. We're going to start off with the Sacred Wealth Codes. What would be most useful? These are all the traits, everything that we have within our codes, right? For abundance, for creating abundance. What are they saying in our spiritual toolbox is kind of like what we should keep in our forefront of our minds and hearts that would really help us this month with going forward, creating more abundance, real divine abundance in our lives. What are the traits that we already have that we could utilize, better utilize, almost to put an exclamation mark next to the qualities that we may have that could bring more of that in. We are literally going to tap into the angels of abundance, tapping into the angels when it comes to abundance. What are the messages that they would like us to hold in our minds and hearts for that? We're going to tap into literally the Real Divine Abundance deck. Now, there are 88 cards in this deck. It's going to get specific, though, on what we could hold in our minds and hearts to stay connected to Real Divine Abundance in all its forms. And that's where we stay connected, not so much with what we're seeing in the physical. We're going to end it with divine spirit messages, loved ones passed on our spirit guides when it comes to abundance for the month of January, setting our new year 2023. We're going to end it with pure love from spirit, which I honestly feel this all is pure love from spirit. Love, support, backing, those who have passed on your spirit guides. So let's get right into it. We're going to get right into it here. What are our secret wealth codes for the month of January? Jet setting us, kind of reigniting us for this whole year of 2023. There's a lot about coming into your strength, your confidence, releasing fear, worry, anxiety. We even had tips for stopping anxiety came up so that we move forward, not projecting that on our future, not projecting that on our goals, wishes, hopes, dreams. So we're getting the teacher, Jupiter. That's all about expansion, right? That I also feel a lot of communication. See how there are two in the card? The teacher. Share your knowledge, share your gifts, share your light, share your wisdom, share everything. It was right in the reading right before this that we're all helping each other. We had the 4-4, the building blocks, that we're passing things along that could really help others when it comes to stability, security, creating more abundance, being there for each other. The teacher, you don't have to think about classroom. You don't have to think about someone pristine. It's you and your everyday that's being in that teacher role, in a sense of helping another. To know is to grow. So yeah, so that's the key message. To know is to grow. We're all helping each other to grow. So whether you're giving helpful advice, a kind word, anything that nurtures and spurs on growth and expansion in another, you're doing energy-wise with others. We're all crisscrossing paths. That was the card, crisscrossing paths, like building blocks, helping each other to grow. Literally, to know is to grow. So these are the qualities to have: is knowledgeable, intelligent, growth-oriented, It's all about growth oriented, trustable, understanding, communicative. I'm reading it through a clamp that's on my phone. That's why I'm going like this. Compassionate, prosperous. Does it really say prosperous? Yeah, it's all to creating more abundance. Social, inspired, self-aware, generous. That's what they were talking about, sharing it all. Considerate and virtuous. So you are literally, be generous with what you're passing on. This is to create prosperous. It's to spur everybody on for growth. To know is to grow. So you could really be really passing along knowledge, passing along encouragement, passing along that nurturing that's inspiring others to grow at this time. So definitely that's what you're being used for. So those are the qualities to pass on. Be really considerate, nurturing, growth-oriented for yourself and others. And Jupiter is all about that expansion. So the teacher, I just feel like we're all helping each other. I see a lot of red in that card and also a lot of orange. It's like, we're all getting, here comes the orange. Yes, yes, yes. The leader, teacher, leader. Oh, I have chills everywhere. The honorable warrior. We are all being encouraged to step up. This reminds me of the card that just came out in the overall weekly, that independent woman, that you are right where you are, an honorable warrior, you who is watching and listening to come into your light. And the leader is the sun that's empowering this all. I lead from the heart. And here it says, I take a stand for positive change. And that's what they were saying. It's a more enriching future coming. You're taking a stand. We had that independent woman. It doesn't matter what your gender is. It's independent energy. You're the honorable warrior here. So you're definitely inspiring yourself and others to grow, to expand, to know is to grow, lead from your heart. So let's get into the qualities of this. It's being confident. Oh my God, the card said literally, go forward in confidence. We are with you. So they're helping you to lead from your heart, to pass on and nurture yourself and others, to grow, to expand, everything that Jupiter symbolizes, to feel more empowered, quite literally, from divine, and be more confident. Now, this has been an inside job and we kept on getting the bird reference, taking flight. You're going to feel that way in 2023, that they're having you, like you might be really relating to birds at this time. Every time I spoke and was giving messages, birds in the sky were like soaring through the sky. It kept coming up in every reading, like there goes the birds, there goes the birds. They're telling you to be more confident, brilliant, purposeful. Yes, purposeful. What is this? Courageous, committed, do not give up, just came out. Authentic, you be nobody but yourself. Positive, inspiring again, passionate, empowered. I feel like that was repeated twice. Vital, wow. Integrious, yes. You have to stay in your integrity, and trustworthy. Trustworthy came out twice. So you're in your integrity, you're trustworthy, you're confident, you're going forward courageously, committed. And here's the honorable warrior. You're committed to this. They're having you stand up in your courageousness, your commitment more to this, to showing up in your life for yourself and for others. I take a stand for positive change. So the qualities here are brave, again with the courageous, strong, passionate, bold, yes, hardworking, territorial, I don't know about that, athletic, competitive, I don't know about that, decisive, heroic, loyal, disciplined, and action driven. So it's time to be, the ones that leap out is the courageous and strong and brave, bold, passionate, action driven, but you're in the moment, standing up for what you believe in your integrity. You take a stand for positive change. They're inspiring you on the inside out to be that leader and honorable warrior in your life for yourself and others, all for this growth, all to pass things on, just for on growth and expansion. That's what I'm getting. So to think that way, to embody that, in the card, oh my God, I just have chills. In the card that's inspiring this reading in the weekly, we had healer of the ages, which is comparable to an honorable warrior. You're showing up in your strength, in your stamina, but it's not in a warlike, when you associate Mars with that. It's for positive change. It's with integrity, standing strong for that positive change. And you're really being ignited, like I said, move forward with confidence. That's all about being courageous and brave and strong and going forward this way and shining bright and passing on and spurring people in this direction of growth oriented. To know is to grow, right? So it's not holding back on what you're pouring out at this time. It's almost like a flock of birds. It's like inspiring, motivating people to like all fly this way in this formation, in a sense that it's for growth and expansion, to know is to grow. So whatever is spurring others to be strong, brave, courageous, taking flight on things, that's because you've been activated to do that in a way. Like, to know is to grow, and we're all inspiring each other to be more in the direction of growth oriented is really leaping out on me. Those seeds that take for growth has been a recurring message. All right, let's get the angels of abundance now. So you want to embody the teacher. To know is to grow, the leader that leads from the heart, the honorable warrior. You're taking a stand for positive change. This is all being very trustworthy. I want to say it's very growth oriented. You're passing things along. This is all about being confident, courageous, brave, going forward. This is taking a stand, and again, brave, courageous, passionate, bold. So this passion and being bold and courageous, you're going to feel that. It's almost like what they said, don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. You're being re-empowered, reignited for this growth mode, and actually helping others along the way as well. So the number one Angels of Abundance card is face your financial fears. Now, remember, they said less fear, less anxiety, more doing. They want you to face things head on. This could be part of the bravery and part of taking a stand and facing things head on. Face all your financial fears. That's what came up in the last reading that's inspiring this reading. We had the Four of Pentacles. Everybody's been hit with security, stability, lack of abundance. This is real divine abundance. They want you to face all your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. They actually had me post that stop anxiety. And then the very next reading was all about releasing fear and more enriching futures coming. To have peace with this, be honest with yourself, just face those fears, bring it to the light so they can't control you. You'll realize that you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Literally, it ended with, you are not alone if you have any fears whatsoever. Every single person has struggled with that. They are helping you to release fears and doubts, especially when it comes to financial. They're almost spurring you on. See how the big angel is here, spurring you on to have no fear. First of all, you're not alone, and have no fear, and face everything head on. We also are going to get tremendous growth, like out of the fears, facing things head on, to face them, expose them to the light, and surpass our fears and doubts, especially when it comes to financial, for abundance. And they're also spurring us on forward. It's the same thing as the flock of birds flying. They're spurring us forward past the financial fears to keep going. Exposing all your fears to the light takes back your power and courage to go forward. And we have words of abundance. Do you see? They're really helping us be more positive, face things head on. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance. Now, that was the card reading right before. They were helping you literally to manifest more abundance for this new future. So you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving, optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. So they are helping you to move on, face your fears, and also kind of consoling you, and probably on an inside job, because I see the illumination, to be more positive in the way that you're looking at the world and speaking about the world, looking at your situation financially and speaking about your situation, how to visualize and actually speak those words that are really choosing powerfully positive words to even describe your own or the world's economic situation. You don't have to agree with what we're pummeled with 24/7. Be more positive. That's what you're attracting to yourself. So that is literally, and they're probably, when you talk about the teacher, I almost feel like the angels are, oh my gosh, I just got that, I have chills everywhere, are teaching you that intuitively to you. That's the inside job that they were talking about how to go into this year a little more courageous, a little more powerful, a little more standing up and facing things head on, speaking things more positively in your life. That's the inside job they touched on the last reading about that. So let's get into real divine abundance now. When they're talking about facing your fears head on, less fear, more doing was the message in the last reading that inspired this. More words of abundance. It's helping you, changing those words even is helping you step into more courageousness, bravery. They're teaching you this in an inside job way. I don't know how else to help you because you're the honorable warrior, right? Making a difference in your life and others. So this is the Real Divine Abundance deck. So let's get the clear Real Divine Abundance messages from Spirit to see what they want us to hold in our minds and hearts when it comes to Real Divine Abundance, facing those financial fears, really speaking more powerfully positive words when it comes to your abundance, not taking away. But when you speak more positively, it keeps you flying this way in your bravery and your courageousness, boldness, all of that. So it's almost like encouraging your flight, right? Your positive words of abundance encourage your flight in a way is what they're talking about. When you don't have fears, you come into more light. It was like expose your fears to the light. You see all this light? So that's where they're, wow, I just got that. So yes, be aligned with, they flashed on here, be aligned with your higher self in your actions and reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. Yeah, take a stand and stand firm with this, because what I was talking about, how they're teaching you almost to hold this, that's what they want you to stay aligned to, with your higher self in your actions and reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. So no matter what, you're staying more positive. No matter what, you're facing your fears. No matter what, you're staying aligned with your higher self, where all your actions and reactions are actually creating the outcomes you really want. You don't want to speak negativity, a skewed view of the world or your situation into that. It saps your power, saps your light. It's encouraging and building on fears and doubts. No, we're trying to lighten that up. You stay aligned higher with and guard. It's almost like standing at the gates, like they were saying, take a stand with your guardian angels or what comes and goes. That's even with your thoughts, your actions, reactions. Keep it aligned to creating the outcomes you really want. I think they're teaching you that. Oh my God, I'm getting so much about this. Feel and fully appreciate the abundance of all that exists for you just in this moment. Just in this moment. That's how you can get back to like what truly supports you as the honorable warrior, like supporting your strength and everything. Look around you right now. I also got, look at that, she's linked with the unicorn, which is divine. The honorable warrior is aligned, but fully appreciate everything. That brings you right back into the state of gratitude, right back into that space. Like if you just take a moment, if you're amped up in fears, just open your eyes, look around the room, look at everything that exists in the now, right now. Look at if you have a plant, if you have food on the table, if you have, you know, whatever it is, feel and fully appreciate the abundance of all that exists just in this moment. Just take a breath, everything that exists. Connect with others for support, help, or guidance. Talk about the teacher. You can't make this up. We're all helping each other with this. We're all egging each other on with this growth. They are. And to step into more light, to step in more courageous, step up and be an honorable warrior in a sense in your life to tackle this. This is an exclamation mark if you didn't see the reading right before this. Connect with others for support, help, or guidance. We're all building blocks. 4-4 came out. The one with the giraffes where we're crisscrossing paths. They said use love. We're crisscrossing paths, helping each other. And I have goosebumps. Connect with others for support, help, or guidance. They are literally divinely having other people crisscross our paths to help us when we need this reminder or confirmation. That's what I feel. Connect with others. They're helping you in the process of this when it comes to more abundance. So this could be, yeah, I mean, we're all helping each other for support, help, and guidance. And the other one is stay in tune with your own energy, knowing when it needs to be adjusted, rested, or uplifted. That's this. Look at this. This is all about being in the light. This is light, empowerment, courageous, anything that's taking you. The fears lower this flight, right? But negativity, not positive words, lower this flight. The flight of like a bird in flight, you soaring. Stay in tune with your own energy. If you feel it's going down, you know when it needs to be adjusted, rested, or uplifted. Have you been speaking negatively, thinking negatively about your abundance, the state of the world or your own? Or have you been kicking up in fears or doubts? When you feel that, you will feel lowered in energy. This is a repeating message. They made me post that message about stop anxiety, that whole thing about it. If you feel that you're sinking in flight in your energy, stop, decode, diffuse. Stop, decode, diffuse, because you do not want to feed the negativity words of abundance or more financial fears. You want to take a stand, honorable warrior, aligned, and you are growing and expanding. So you're not taking away from that, you know? So definitely stay very much in tune with your own energy. Some of this is just we're plummeted 24/7. We don't live in a bubble. Everything happens to us that affects our energy. So this is easier said than done. This is what I mean about light working is a 24/7 job to constantly feel this way or be this way, and monitor yourself. Literally stay in tune. It's like monitoring your energy shifts, your energy pattern, just like a bird. You know, it's like that's how you're navigating your own energy. Know when it needs to be adjusted, rested, or uplifted. They're teaching you that as well. So you stay. There was some card here that was really about staying more optimal, staying really much more like this, more because you're going to need it this year. So they're teaching you that, so how to stay even more in tune so you can rise up, face all those fears, bring even your fears to the light. Your words of abundance, make them more positive so they're supporting you. Stay aligned with your higher self for all your actions and reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. The last reading literally said they are helping and assisting you, like rubbing that genie in the bottle to creating more of manifesting what you really want. Your hopes, wishes, dreams, goals. They're really helping you with that. Just like they kept on saying, you're like Michelangelo every day. You're doing a little bit over here, over here. What are you carving out? You're creating the outcomes you really want. They're helping you. They're teaching you how to stay more aligned with your higher self for all your actions and reactions. That includes your thoughts, your feelings. That includes monitoring your own energy when it's affected by the outside world even more. They're helping you to even connect with things in the physical to help you with this whole process and stay in tune. Yeah, they're advising you to stay in tune with your own energy. So that is like pivotal, that you remain like in your light as the honorable warrior here, right? Take a stand. That reminds me of that independent, that strength. They said your strength is the foundation to your success. It's you. I don't even know how to put this in words. I just hope you're getting it. Yeah, so right on here, you're supported to let go. So I feel like it's this. You're supported to let go and soar. So if there were financial fears, if there were negative words about your abundance or situation, you're supported to let go and go within for the answers now. You know you're aligned with your higher self. We also had the goddess of the moon. You're getting so much intuitively. It's unbelievable. So whenever you need the answers, whenever you need the guidance, they are giving it to you within. Stay in tune with your own energy. Go within for the answers now. It reminds me of the Goddess and the Moon card that came out. You're so intuitive. The Honorable Warrior is like getting it all intuitively. The teacher is coming from within. Oh my gosh, I just got that. Also, what I was saying about how they're guiding you on how to do this, it's like an inside job that they're working with you on an inside job. Can you clean up the way that you're speaking to yourself? Are you cleaning up the way that you're speaking about the world, your state of affairs, your fears about your future? They said don't project your fears on your future. Let yourself feel unburdened. Yeah, that's why I feel like we're doing this reading. The piece, the major arcana of peace came out. So there's something about you're supported to let go and feel unburdened. They're going forward to actually creating the outcomes you really want. They're teaching you how to do that in a better way. A lot of it is monitoring your own energy. If you know it needs to be adjusted or uplifted, face all your financial fears, bring your fears to the light, and more positive words here also. And be a little more courageous as we go forward. You can't make this up. Focus on what you really want now. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing. So they're cleaning up. They're cleaning up like what would lower you in flight, in a sense, like shifting your words to more positivity, getting your fears out into the light so you're stronger. They're teaching you this on the inside job, but you're also, it's encouraging growth within yourself and others as well, because connect with others for support, help, or guidance. We're all part of this energy of growth. Definitely it's monitoring your energy because of the world today. But look at this, be aligned with your higher self and your actions, reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. I'm looking at that 9 of Raphael card where she was rubbing the genie in the very last reading. That's that was inspiring this reading. I can hardly get the words out. I'm so excited because this is such a divine explanation mark to what just came out. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. You are creating the outcomes you really want. They're helping you to focus on what you want. It came up over and over. It didn't come out in a card, but they kept making me say, your vision, hold your vision. Focus on what you really want. You're creating the outcomes you really want. They're helping you to do that. They're helping you to do that. I don't know what else to tell you. They are literally helping you to do that. We're going to end it with pure love from spirit. They're helping you to create the outcomes you really want. Focus on what you want now because they're helping you. Yes, you can't make this up. I have chills. We see all you are doing. This is from your loved ones passed on, your spirit guides. That's what they're saying. They're helping you to create all the outcomes you want, you really want. Focus on what you want now. They're looking at you as the honorable warrior here. This is a recurring message. We had healer of the ages. We had independent. It's you wherever you are. They look at you as like a jewel, like whatever you're doing, big or small, wherever you're planted, we know all you're doing. So focus on what you want now. You're creating the outcomes you really want. They're helping you to do that, and kind of they're helping you to do that and where to focus. They're even helping you within. We had goddess of the moon, so you're getting tremendous insight, and we know how far you've come. We know how far you've come. Okay, I'm going to have to end this reading. We've all been through the ringer. We've all been through things that we can't even put into words. They know how far you come. They see all that you are doing. What they want you to do is stay aligned with your higher self, with all your actions and reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. Focus on what you really want now. Focus on what you really want now. They're helping you in a sense to like under here, to let go and clean up, bring your fears to the light. They're helping you with that. A lot that they're helping you with is within. That they're like almost teaching you. I always say this is not to discredit my parents, but I always felt raised by spirit. And when I meant raised by spirit, I meant like taught. I always felt that. And I feel like we're getting a tremendous education right now. They see all you are doing. We know how far you have come. You just keep going, creating the outcomes you really want, and focus on what you really want now. They are really helping you, and they're looking at you as honorable warrior. Definitely the self-care part about this, like staying in this flight, is to really monitor your energy. Know when it needs to be adjusted, rested, or uplifted. Yep. So I wish you the best. We see all you are doing, and we know how far you have come. You just stay focused on creating the outcomes you really want. You stay aligned with your higher self for all your actions and reactions. That's a tall order. Focus on what you want. They're helping you. You have divine love support backing from this. I lead from my heart. You're linked with divine as you go forward this way. Do you see that? We see all you're doing. We know how far you've come. I wish you the best. The wind beneath my wings. Oh, we see all you're doing. We know how far you've come. All right, I have to end this because I'm getting choked up. I wish you the best. This has been the Real Divine Abundance reading for January, and soaring, not just in January, but into 2023. Take care. Bye-bye.